But in MMA, Hawaiians and like Samoans got freaking granite chins. Blue says, bro, talk about Jorge Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns in your channel. Give me a pick MMA slam. So I think I did a breakdown for it. I'm not sure, but I'll just rant on it. If I repeat some of the same things as the breakdown, I apologize. I'm just going to kind of riff. So Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns. Grappling, definitely going to give it to Gilbert Burns. I don't think Masvidal is a scrub in the grappling department. I think he's actually underrated. He got solid wrestling, but you put him against a guy like Colby Covington, he's not going to look as good in wrestling against one of the greatest wrestlers in the UFC. The amount of times he got up from Usman taking him down was like pretty impressive. In the first fight especially. So I think Masvidal's wrestling and his grappling is like underrated because he was on the mat with Damian Maia for like a long time and he didn't get tapped out. Damian Maia had his back, I believe, and it was really impressive how he didn't get tapped out. So I think Jorge could kind of hold his own on the mat grappling wise against Gilbert Burns, but I think if the fight stays on the mat, it's dangerous for Masvidal. I think Burns could possibly catch him or something. Striking wise, I think that Masvidal is like more seasoned. He's more polished striking wise. I think he's the better overall striker. But Gilbert Burns is very dangerous. If I could put a ratio on the striking, I think Gilbert Burns is catching up. That dude's very dangerous, man. He got knockout power. He's explosive. For me, it's going to be like 60-40 Masvidal on the striking. Grappling, it's going to be like I almost want to say 70-30 Burns, in the grappling. Cardio and conditioning, I don't really think cardio is an issue for Masvidal, or Gilbert Burns. I don't think it's going to be a big factor in that fight between the two. I think it's comparable. Chin, for me, even though Jorge got knocked out, I'm going to give it to Masvidal. I'm going to give it to Masvidal for chin because Jorge, I think in 40 fights, he's never been up until Usman, he's never been knocked out cold. That's pretty impressive. And think about his style. He's primarily a striker, so that's a lot of a lot of hits on your chin over your career for years, and to never be knocked out cold is pretty impressive. So chin, I'm going to give it to Masvidal. And just fight pick, it's a toss-up for me. I think 50-50. I really can't say definitively who I think would win. I feel like Masvidal can knock Burns out. I'm not sure if Gil has the wrestling to take Jorge down like that and keep him down. He got the BJJ to do something, but, there's a difference. There's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and there's wrestling. They're all under the grappling window, but it's you could be an elite BJJ player, but how's your wrestling to take guys down? And I'm not sure if Gilbert has the wrestling to take Masvidal down like that. I think his takedown defense is kind of underrated. So I think for the most part, this would be a striking match, and I think Jorge's better standing. So I might lean towards Masvidal, maybe maybe 60-40. 60-40 Masvidal, I could see him getting a finish standing, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say because how's Jorge going to come back after such a vicious knockout? A lot of times when guys get knocked out like that, they're mentally not the same fighter. They lose confidence. Not to mention the physical damage. What if something's wrong with his brain? You get hit on the chin enough and your chin gets cracked. When you get put out cold like that, it kind of changes you. It has to do something to your brain, and your chin. So who knows what kind of fighter Jorge is, and he's also nearing 40. So I don't know. It's tough to say, but my money would probably be on Masvidal.